Dear students, in today's class, let us discuss about ultrastructure of a sperm or male gamete. See, this is the diagrammatic view of a sperm or male gamete. Human sperm is a microscopic structure measuring about 52 to 62 micron in length. It's a microscopic structure, means very small, and measuring about 52 to 62 micron in length. Human sperm is composed of different parts such as anterior or uppermost part, that is head, next to that neck, say this is the neck, and next to the neck this one is middle piece, and last part is the tail. Human sperm contains different parts such as anterior head, neck, middle piece, and posterior or last part, that is tail. Plasma membrane covers the entire body of the sperm. Plasma membrane, say this is the plasma membrane which covers the entire body of the sperm. First, let us discuss about the head of the sperm. Head of the sperm is slightly flattened and pear-shaped. It is pear-shaped structure and flattened, flat one. It contains, means head contains an elongated haploid nucleus. This is the nucleus. Elongated haploid nucleus is present in the head. This nucleus contains haploid set of paternal chromosome. Head portion of the sperm contains an elongated nucleus, say, which occupies the major portion of the head. Major portion of the head is occupied by the nucleus. This is the nucleus containing chromosomal material. And this nucleus contains haploid or one set of paternal, means father's chromosome. The anterior two-third portion, anterior means upper, two-third portion of the nucleus is covered by acrosome. Anterior two-third portion of the nucleus is covered by acrosome, and this acrosome is a cap-like structure. It's a cap-like structure. See here, you can observe. Two-third portion of the sperm nucleus is covered by a cap-like structure called acrosome. And this acrosome is derived from the Golgi apparatus containing several granules. Acrosome is derived from Golgi apparatus containing several granules. And these granules contains hydrolytic enzymes like hyaluronidase, neuraminidase, and acrosin. Neuraminidase, acrosin, and hyaluronidase are the hydrolytic enzymes which are present in the granules of the Golgi apparatus. These enzymes help in fertilization of the egg. These enzymes which are present in the granules of the Golgi apparatus helps in the penetration of the sperm during fertilization. Next to the head, neck portion is present. This is the head portion. Next to this, neck portion is present. Neck is a short constricted area. It's a short constricted area present between head and middle piece. Neck is present between head and the middle piece. Neck contains proximal centriole and distal centriole. It contains two types of centrioles. One is proximal centriole and another one is distal centriole. The proximal centriole, say this is the proximal centriole, which lies beyond the sperm nucleus. This is the nucleus. Proximal centriole is present just behind the sperm nucleus in its concavity. And beyond this proximal centriole, distal centriole is present. Beyond the proximal centriole, distal centriole is present. This is distal centriole. And from this distal centriole, a long fiber arises. See, here you can observe long fiber arising from the distal centriole. That long fiber is called as axoneme or axial filament. This long fiber here, that fiber is called as axial filament or axoneme. Next to this neck, next portion called middle piece is present. Next to the neck, middle piece portion is present. Say this is middle piece. And this middle piece is a broad region. It's a broad region and which contains numerous mitochondria. So these are mitochondria which are spirally coiled around the central axoneme. So these are the mitochondria which are spirally coiled around the central axoneme. And the main function of these mitochondria are production of energy, which are essential for the movement of the sperm tail or for the sperm motility. For the motility of the sperm, it requires energy. That energy is provided by the mitochondria. It's an energy source. And these mitochondria are present only in the middle piece of the sperm, and these are mitochondria are arranged like a spirally coiled structure which are coiled around the central axoneme. And this middle piece has a thin layer of cytoplasm. That thin layer of cytoplasm in turn surrounded by the plasma membrane. See, this is the plasma membrane, and inner to this plasma membrane a thin layer of cytoplasm is present in the middle piece. Last part of the sperm is the tail. See, this is the tail. It is the longest part of the sperm and it measures about 55 microns in length. And its tail portion is differentiated into anterior main piece and posterior end piece. Two parts are there in the tail. Anterior portion of the tail is called as main piece. The posterior or last portion of the tail is called as end piece. The main piece means this one contains central axial filament. Main piece contains central axial filament and an additional fibrous sheath. See, this is the fibrous sheath. Here you can observe this fibrous sheath only in the main piece of the sperm tail. See, these are fibrous sheath, and these fibrous sheath are absent in the end piece. Here, see here, fibrous sheath is absent. Only in the main piece of the sperm tail, fibrous sheath is present. And in the tail, there is no mitochondria. Mitochondria are absent in the tail. Then the end piece. The end piece of the tail is the last part of the sperm tail which contains axial filament. This end piece contains axial filament. Because of the vibratile nature of the tail, it helps in sperm motility. The vibratile nature of the tail is responsible for the motility of the sperm. See, this is about the structure of a sperm or male gamete. Thank you.